Have you ever looked at your reflection and thought, I guess I look all right, but nothing special? If you are a man over 50, 60 or beyond, you might be selling yourself short. Society often bombards us with images of youth and vigor, ignoring the undeniable magnetism some older men carry. You may not see it in yourself, but there are specific signs that show you have still got that spark, that attractive aura, which can catch the eye of someone much younger or close to your own age. In fact, you might be more stunning today than you ever were in your 20s. And age gap relationships are proof that magnetism has no expiration date. Before you shrug off the idea, consider this: confidence, life experience, emotional maturity, and a refined style can be irresistible to someone who is searching for authenticity. Younger individuals often find these qualities appealing, something that quick flings or brash youth cannot offer. If you see yourself as just another regular older guy, you might be missing out on an entire world of admiration waiting to be unlocked. So get ready to challenge your own doubts. Over the next 10 signs, we will show you that you just might be far more appealing than you realize. Let us begin. Sign 1. You radiate calm, collected confidence. One of the clearest indicators that you are a stunning older man is the calm you project. Younger guys sometimes appear frantic or needy, trying to prove themselves at every turn. Not you. You have seen enough of life to know that setbacks are temporary, and success rarely comes from loud proclamations. People, both younger and older, sense this aura of serenity around you. Have you noticed that in a crisis, people often turn to you? Or that, in a group setting, your voice carries weight even when you do not raise it? That is not a coincidence. Confidence, especially later in life, has a quiet edge. You might not strut around bragging, but your posture, tone of voice, and the way you handle conversations show an underlying assurance that everything is going to be all right. This is incredibly appealing, especially to someone younger who wants to be around emotional stability and genuine life experience. If you catch people leaning in when you talk, or they call you after a stressful event, it is a sign your calm presence makes them feel secure. Sign 2. Emotional depth is your superpower. Once you have lived through a few decades, you cannot help but develop an emotional depth that someone half your age can only dream of. This might mean you understand the value of a sincere apology, or you know how to listen without judgment. That ability to dive deeper than surface-level talk is a magnet for anyone who wants genuine human connection, including those in age-gap relationships. Imagine you have a friend, or maybe a neighbor, who often says, "You always know the right words when I feel lost." That is not accidental. Older men who embrace emotional awareness become pillars of strength. Your empathy, shaped by years of highs and lows, can be far more compelling than a younger man's talk of fleeting achievements. This depth sets you apart. It shows in the way you respond to others' worries, the thoughtful questions you ask, and how you never brush off someone's pain as trivial. You might not think this makes you stunning, but trust that emotional gravity can pull people towards you, particularly those who want a serious, lasting bond. Sign 3. You understand personal style. When you were 25, your style might have been whatever your friends wore, or simply the trend of the moment. By your 50s or 60s, you have likely honed a look that fits you like a glove both physically and in terms of personality. This does not require an expensive wardrobe or flamboyant outfits. It means knowing what colors, cuts, and fabrics make you feel most at ease and confident. Look in your closet. Notice that certain items bring out a quiet pride when you wear them. Perhaps it is that tailored blazer you have had for years, or that well-worn leather jacket. When you step out in clothes that align with your true self, it shows. Others see a man who is comfortable in his own skin. People often underestimate how style can turn an average look into something striking. If you know how to dress for your body type and your sense of character, you have already accomplished something that many men twice your junior are still struggling to figure out. That self-assured sense of style can catch someone's eye the moment you walk into a room. Sign 4. Life experience shows in the best way. Another reason you might be more stunning than you think is the life story behind your eyes. Wrinkles or silver hair might be signs of age to some, but they also carry a silent message about your experiences. Younger individuals often find these traits intriguing. They see a man who has navigated heartbreaks, achieved milestones, and weathered challenges that shaped his character. whether it is the way you handle unexpected problems or the anecdotes you share around the dinner table. Your past gives you a unique dimension. You have faced job changes, family crises, personal setbacks, and triumphs that taught you resilience. This is appealing in a world that celebrates fast and shallow connections. People want to know they can rely on you, that your words come from real understanding. When you speak about loyalty or the lessons you have learned, it is not mere theory, it is rooted in real life. That authenticity resonates on a deeper level, making you a more compelling figure than you give yourself credit for. Sign 5. You offer steady guidance. Sometimes being a stunning older man is about the guidance you can provide. Younger partners or friends might look at you as someone to turn to for perspective when life feels chaotic. You have a knack for calmly dissecting problems and offering balanced viewpoints. In an age gap relationship, this wisdom can be a major attraction because it provides a sense of direction for someone navigating an uncertain world. Whether it is career advice, coping with stress, or deciding on major life changes, you deliver insights that come from real-world trials, not from guesswork. You might not see it as a big deal, perhaps you think it is just common sense, but do not underestimate how refreshing that steady guidance feels to someone still figuring out their place in the world. If people frequently ask for your take on big decisions, it is a sign they appreciate your maturity. This makes you far from boring or outdated. It positions you as a figure of stability, and in a whirlwind society, that can be powerfully appealing. Sign 6. You prioritize health. Being older does not mean ignoring your physical well-being. In fact, a surefire sign that you are a stunning older man is taking care of your self-body and mindeven. If you have been told, you are too old to worry about that. Maybe you walk daily, do lightweight training, or follow a certain diet to manage cholesterol or blood pressure. These habits say you are invested in living well, not merely existing. You do not have to sport a six-pack. It is more about showing that you value your health enough to maintain strength, flexibility, and energy. That commitment is visible in the way you carry yourself. Others notice your posture, your ability to move with relative ease, and the spark in your eyes that says you are not giving up. Younger people often find such dedication inspiring. It shows that age is not a barrier to growth. If you have integrated daily walks, balanced meals, or occasional yoga classes into your routine, you are already exuding a certain glow that makes you stand out. Sign 7. You know how to listen. In many age gap relationships, or simply in your social circle, one trait sets you apart. You truly listen. Younger men, often caught up in proving themselves, can struggle to give undivided attention. You, on the other hand, have learned that listening can be more powerful than speaking. When someone confides in you, you do not rush to fill the space with your own stories. You absorb their words and respond thoughtfully. This level of attentiveness feels rare. People may come to you with heavy concerns because they sense you can handle their emotions carefully. You might not think that is a sign of attractiveness, but emotional presence can be more magnetic than physical attributes. If you notice that even strangers open up to you in waiting rooms or during a casual chat at a cafe, it indicates you project trustworthiness. Your life experience taught you that sometimes all a person needs is a patient ear. That quiet empathy radiates an aura that draws others in, making you a force of calm they cannot resist. Sign 8. You embrace new technologies and trends. Some older men shy away from anything that feels too modern, whether it is social media, new gadgets, or changing cultural norms. You, however, might be the type who loves to learn about the latest phone apps, or who decides to try out a streaming service for entertainment. If that sounds like you, realize this is a strong indicator that you are more dynamic and appealing than you think. Adaptability is the name of the game in modern life, and showing you can keep up with technology or contemporary ideas signals that you are open-minded. This is especially important in age gap relationships, where bridging generational differences can be a challenge. By showing genuine curiosity, you prove that age is not an excuse to stop evolving. Perhaps you started a social media account to connect with old friends, or you discovered a new style of music that your younger relative introduced you to. These small acts of openness send a clear message. You remain flexible and interested in the world, a major plus in the eyes of many people, regardless of their age. Sign 9. you keep setting goals. One misconception about older men is that they are done with chasing dreams or setting new goals. Yet, you might be the man who says, "I want to master this language," or "I plan to volunteer regularly at a local charity." If that is the case, you are displaying a trait that is irresistibly ongoing ambition. Others perceive it as a sign you are not just coasting through your remaining years. You are still building, discovering, and growing. Setting goals does not have to mean climbing mountains or launching a new business, although it can. It can be something as simple as aiming to read a set number of books, plant a garden, or plan a trip to a place you have never visited. The act of planning for the future, no matter how big or small, shows that life remains an exciting journey, not a script that ended at 50 or 60. Younger partners or friends admire this relentless spirit. They see you as someone who embraces life, rather than waiting out the clock. So if you keep a small journal of future plans, or find yourself motivated each morning by a new challenge, give yourself credit. That sense of purpose is profoundly attractive. Sign 10. Your character shines through everything. Finally, perhaps the most important sign you are a stunning older man is that your character stands tall. Physical looks can fade, careers can shift, but core virtues, kindness, integrity, and dependability remain. People sense that you operate from a place of honesty. Your handshake is still a handshake they can trust, and your word means something. In a world full of fleeting promises, that level of reliability is gold. Have you noticed that people ask for your opinion when moral or ethical questions arise? Or that they choose you to mentor a younger colleague? Your steady moral compass did not develop overnight. It grew from all those times you overcame hardships or witnessed moments that shaped your worldview. This depth of character is more stunning than a perfectly chiseled face or a flashy car. Younger people, or anyone looking for a real connection, see that and think, here is someone real, here is someone I can trust. If you rarely pat yourself on the back for having a reliable moral sense, let this be your reminder that strong character is a timeless quality. Whether you are in an age gap relationship or simply navigating social circles with younger folks, that unwavering sense of who you are can make you stand out in ways you never imagined. We have gone through 10 signs that indicate you are far more stunning than you give yourself credit for. From calm confidence to emotional depth, from a wise sense of style to an openness toward new experiences, these traits set you apart in a world that often undervalues mature men. Perhaps you recognized yourself in a few of these descriptions, or maybe you saw them all. Regardless, each sign points to qualities that can draw people toward you, whether they are close in age or decades younger. In the end, looks alone do not define your appeal. It is the sum of your experiences, your emotional intelligence, your unwavering moral sense, and your constant evolution. If you have ever been curious about age gap relationships or simply how you come across to others, remember that real attractiveness transcends physical factors. Life has shaped you into someone with a range of strengths, from leadership to empathy, from well-crafted style to stable self-assurance. Let that be your foundation. Now it is your turn. Which sign resonated with you the most? Did you see anything that changed your perception of your own attractiveness? Feel free to share in the comments. And if you found these insights helpful, consider passing them on to a friend who might need a boost of self-awareness. You have every reason to hold your head high and believe you are, indeed, a stunning older man.